big round of applause for that. It's the fastest growing web portal. As being a member of Biyani Research Group, so we have some missions. So our mission is to pioneer the creative advanced research in science and technology, to establish a research infrastructure of the highest standard and nurture the development of young personnel, to promote technological entrepreneurship and bridge the gap between the academic and industrial sectors by returning research outcomes to society. Along with these, we have one more feathers in our hat, that is the Biyani Time. Biyani Time is a monthly newspaper which contains only and only positive news. As in Biyani Group of College, we give more emphasis toward being positive and being confident. So only positive news are considered in Biyani Group of College. Along with this, it's a great pool of knowledge as it provides lots of information and it touches all the sectors of the world like fashion, education, research, social, all that. And it's the annual subscription of Biyani Time is 300 rupees. And along with this, our motivational guru Professor Sanjay Biyani sir's books are there. So book stalls is there outside. And you can buy the books from the stalls, and all the books are on 30% discount. So you will get various books on motivation and on positive energy, like why should I say thank you, love and feelings are everything, and how to strengthen mind through positivity and magic cards. So these are the books available outside. You can have them on 30% discounts. So these are the projects which are being run over in Biyani Group of College. So again, I welcome you all, and especially our guest who has spared their valuable time for us. So let's give a big round of applause for that. Thank you. Thank you all. Kindly be seated. So it gives us a great pleasure to extend you a very warm welcome on the behalf of Biyani Group of College, who has clubbed all of us for 11 Indo-Japan Bilateral Conference on Advanced Material Science and Technology. It's an occasion which gives us opportunity to test our knowledge and understanding. We look very much forward to get an exposure about what the best of the brain thinks about this very dynamic issue of advanced material science and technology. Today we all are very fortunate as we are provided with such a wonderful opportunity to spend some time with the most talented and eminent scientists. We welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Takafumi Sakai from Saitama University, Japan. Please have a huge round of applause for our Chief Guest.
Our guest of honor, Dr. Shivraj Singh Ji, President of INTR India. Please have a huge round of applause for him. And our Dr. Rakesh Gupta, President of Rajasthan Cancer Foundation, RCF Jaipur. Welcome, sir. Our esteemed personality of Biyani Group of Colleges, our Director Research and Development and Chairperson of BICON 2016, Professor Manish Biyani, sir. And Co-Chair BICON 2016 and Dean of Energy and Environment Area, Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, JAIST, Professor Tasu Kaneko. Please have a huge round of applause. And our Registrar, Dr. Neha Pandey, ma'am. HOD, Dr. Priyanka Dadupanthi, ma'am. And all the speakers, our guests and faculty members and our lovely participants. We welcome our Academic Director, Professor Sanjay Biyani, sir. Please have a huge round of applause.
We welcome Professor Yuchi Sato from Saitama University, Japan.
Please have a huge round of applause for him.
And Professor Astu Yoshitaka from JAIST, Japan. So please have a big round of applause for sir. It's a proud privilege to welcome our guest who kindly accepted our invitation to spend some time with us today. Your kind presence is a source of inspiration for all of us. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start our 11th Indo-Japan Bilateral Conference 2016 with great energy, enthusiasm and
a huge round of applause. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupini Vidya Aryam Karishyami Siddhar Bhavatu Me Sada.
So we welcome our esteemed personality of Biyani Group of College, our chairman, Dr. Rajiv Biyani, sir. So please have a big round of applause for him. Thank you, sir. Lighting of lamp is considered very auspicious in Hindu religion. We believe that when any function is commenced by lighting of lamp, it activates God's Sankalp Shakti and the task is accomplished. So I would like to request our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Takafumi Sakai, our Guest of Honor, Dr. Shivraj Singh Ji, Dr. Rakesh Gupta, our respected Chairman, Dr. Rajiv Biyani, sir, Professor Sanjay Biyani, sir, Professor Manish Biyani, sir, our Registrar Ma'am, Dr. Neha Pandey Ma'am, our HOD Dr. Priyanka Dadupanthi Ma'am,
and all our dignitaries and all our guests to please come up on the stage for the lamp lighting ceremony.
All dignitaries please come on the stage for the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony.
And we would also like to request to please stand up for the lamp lighting ceremony.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाती
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धि रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. Ladies and gentlemen, how can an education function start without the blessing of Ma Saraswati? So for this we would like to invite to please come upon the stage our BGC student for presenting Saraswati Vandana. Please welcome our BGC student.
So now it's the time to give floral welcome to our esteemed personalities who has spared some time from their very precious time for us. So let's give a very warm welcome to our esteemed guests. Please have a big round of applause. So firstly, I would like to request our esteemed personality of Biyani Group of College, Dr. Rajiv Biyani sir, for the floral welcome of a chief guest of BICON 2016, Professor Takafumi Sakai.
Please welcome Professor Takafumi Sakai. Give him a huge round of applause. Again, we would like to request to Dr. Rajiv Biyani sir to present the floral welcome to Dr. Shivraj Singh ji, our guest of honor. Please welcome Dr. Shivraj Singh ji.
Now I would like to request Chairperson of BICON 2016, Professor Manish Biyani sir, for the floral welcome of our guest of honor, Dr. Rakesh Gupta.
Again, we would like to request to Professor Manish Biyani sir to present the floral welcome to our co-chair BICON, Professor Tasuo Kaneko. Please welcome Professor Kaneko. Give him a huge round of applause.
Now, I would like to request Professor Sanjay Biyani sir to give a floral welcome to our invited speaker, Dr. Manohar V. Badiga sir.
Please welcome our speaker, Dr. Manohar Badiga sir. Thank you, sir. Again, we would like to request Professor Sanjay Biyani sir to present the floral welcome to our invited speaker, Dr. Maiko Ozaikama. Please welcome Dr. Maiko Okazima. Give her a huge round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, I would like to request Professor Sanjay Biyani sir for the floral welcome of our invited speaker, Dr. P.D. Charan sir. So give him a big hand.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, we would like to request to all our guests and participants to please stand up in the respect of BGC anthem.
We are grateful to you for all the blessings, wisdom and light you have bestowed upon us.
God, we want to thank you for the great opportunity that you have given to work in Biyani group of colleges that is seriously working to empower youth.
God, we are empowered to understand this vision and it ceaselessly helps us to work towards it with utmost dedication and positive attitude.
God, we have a large number of students and good fellow workers and it gives us opportunity and joy to work.
God, we believe that the projects we are involved, especially university, hospital, research center and school, will improve and save the lives of people.
God, all the brethren of our institution will prosper and have good health and happiness. May we abide in mutual love and harmony.
We give you all glory and honor. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. It is rightly said that the foundation of every state is the education of its youth, and education purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one.
Yes, very well said, ma'am. From education to research, from biology to technology, from event to management, from research to re-innovation, we are voyaged for the last 10 years for exploring the new horizons of science.
Firstly, I would like to request Professor Manish Biyani sir, Director Research and Development in Biyani Group of College. Sir is also Associate Professor at Zeiss, Japan and Chairperson of BICON 2016. Professor Biyani is an eminent scientist, innovator, nanobiomedical engineer who is credited with inventing total 9 scientific international patents and developing new bio-nanotechnology. So I would like to invite sir on the stage to inaugurate the session and welcome our guest.
And this is the young team that really made a very good effort. I really want to make a big hand for them. And then we had a wonderful visit to University of Rajasthan, Health Science. We met with the Vice Chancellor and we had a good discussion, I think. And the important thing that immediately they agreed to make the agreement between the institute in Japan. So that's a wonderful development that we have achieved yesterday. And then evenings we have a wonderful night. We have instrumental music, Indian musical night. Not Indian, also we shared the Japanese music. And one Japanese doll was there. She not only sang but she also danced. And other some dances. And then we enjoyed the dinner, especially South Indian dishes. So that was, we enjoyed the day fully yesterday. And now we are here. Oh, this is another news. I think Professor Sato is here and Dr. Kikuchi already appeared in the local newspapers and I think television also. So media is also watching them and then coverage, having very coverage. So with this, let me start that day 2 of this important event that is devoted for science and engineering and technology only. So yeah, one of my goal actually to let you know why we are here. We are not here just to listen to the speakers, to share the knowledge, but the main objective, to call all of you, to let you know why you are here. What should be the objective in our life, how I can guide you, how I can motivate you to make a good mindset and to prepare for the future. So I share you one of the idol, I think, in our India, Dr. Kiran Majumdar. I think everyone knows that I think the most opportunist lady in India who started his career in your age. When she did the graduation in Australia, she took the initiation to become entrepreneur in this biotechnology. And you can see the biotechnology is the field that can make a big development, that has a vast, I think, opportunities. And what she thought actually, she was in the brewing field, so she planned to develop she was trying to develop some enzymes from the yeast. But what she thought that time, why just enzyme? Why not I can make the insulin from the yeast? Okay, so making such a very different thought helped us to reach in this year. Can you see the journey? He started with just two staff in 1980. And now she is leading 6,800 staff. And out of this, 60% are the medical doctors. So can you imagine such a personality? Only the thing, initiation. If you had a good initiation, you can lead a big future. She started just $150 in the beginning. In her garage, she started to start the research activity in her garage. And now she is leading, can you imagine that? 400 hectares, not in India but outside India. She is developing the companies, she is developing the research institute, and she is developing the product, many vaccines, enzymes, proteins for our healthcare problems. So such a wonderful lady is with her. So why we cannot take initiation? Why we cannot take a lead role? Why cannot be see her idol in our career? So just take example to prepare for your future. So with this, today we are here to share the knowledge in science and technology, and for our partners are here, Saitama University, Akita Prefecture University, JAIST, Kyushu, and 2 companies who are associating with us, Tanaka Kikinjoku and BioDevice. So they all are our partners, and we are developing many things together to exchange the strength, to exchange the faculty, to exchange the research, to exchange the technology, and to exchange the culture also. So they are very close to us, and we have a very big future with them. I just want to let you know that these are the key features. I think they can be Kiran Majumdar. They can be next Kiran Majumdar, because they just did simply graduation here and they took an initiation to complete the doctoral course or postdoc in the Japan, and now they are leading a wonderful career. They are associated with world-renowned scientists in Japan, and all these spaces I am very greatly say that they can make a big future in their life. If they have not taken the initiation, they would be here, maybe they can engage some social activities, but the initiation make the difference. So now they are leading a very big future. And we have many Japanese who shared the culture. This is the few snaps in last 1 year We received students from Akita, Jaist, Saitama and Kyushu. So many students are coming and sharing the culture and knowledge which we have in our India, because that's our identity. So little bit what I want to also share, what we are doing here actually in Biyani is research. So we started research in bioanalysis field, and then in bioassembly and bioscreening and biosensor, and taking all the knowledge from this field to develop a new biosolution for healthcare areas. So this is one of the area which we have been worked. We have developed a device. I think many of you are using the electrophoresis. So we have developed a device that can complete the electrophoresis in just 5 minutes. Can you imagine? It's a single unit. It have the power supply, it have the electrophoresis chamber, it have the imaging system. You don't need to worry, it's a very low cost. Within few dollars you can manage to do electrophoresis in a very compact way. So this is one of the development we have achieved. And then we have studied some DNA solution structures. Very small molecules, biomolecules can be used as a bio-nanosensors to increase the sensitivity for biosensor. And then in bioassembly we have developed many new things actually. And in the biohealthcare actually we are developing some new biosensor for cardiovascular disease. Especially we are targeting the renin, which is one of the biomarker for to get the CVT hypertension stimulation. And one of the big Hokuriku cluster project which I am an associate. So we are developing something new tools, innovative tools that can be used for aging society. So in this, what we have planned, we are making a very compact portable device, and that can be used on site diagnosis of the healthcare risk. And in this device, we are making the new probes, new sensors. Just putting the drop of blood, it will go in the device and it will check the biomarkers, and it will give you signals immediately on the site within a couple of minutes. What is the status of it? This is very advanced actually biosensor. So such type of development we are doing together with India and Japan. And yeah, this is another activity which we are doing with Kyushu University. We have developed a small setup of briefcase that have all the basic health checkup. So we are bringing this briefcase in the rural areas where we don't have healthcare facilities, we don't have doctors, we don't have hospitals. So we are taking this briefcase in the rural areas, and we are giving the healthcare services. So and we have seen the effect. It's dramatically improved the healthcare services in the rural areas. And except this, yeah, another research we are doing to develop, because I think many of you are aware about the PCR technology, but usually PCR needs more, I think, very costly instruments and requirements. So, but we are developing to do the PCR without instrument anywhere with low cost. So we have been developed an idea of a smartwatch. In this watch, we are planning to do the dry PCR. So using the paper chip, using the paper strip, you can do the PCR in just 10 minutes, and you can get the molecular signature of your disease in just a couple of minutes. We have got some good promising result for that, and I am planning to use this device for monitoring the cervical cancer using the sanitary pad. So we can put this device in the sanitary pad, and this pad can be make a routine checkup for all the women. Every month they can have a checkup for that. So such type of innovations we are doing together. So actually I'm happy to say, I think 2 days before, our researcher, one of the researcher did experiment here, and she got the successful experiment for this RPA, recombinant polymerase, in just 10 minutes. So we are sharing the research in both the laboratories in India and Japan. So this is something we have achieved, and today we are going, the agenda of the today's, we have the online talk with Professor Ishimoto from Akita Professional University, and we were supposed to be invited our health chief minister. If we are enough lucky, I think he will be visiting us today. And then we have our chief guest, Professor Sakai from University of Saitama University. I am long back associated with him. And then in session 1, this is a special session based on cancer, where we have Professor Dr. Sivraj Singh is there. He is the president of INCTR. I am very thankful for you, sir, to making a good initiative in India and Japan. So she will also share the work with you. And then we have address by community. So this is the program for all this today. So at last, Again, I want to show this picture because this is something very important. The objective of this event is only to motivate you, to guide you, so you can reshape your future, you can plan your future, and with a determined mindset you can become a next Majumdar. So thank you very much and best of luck.
Thank you so much, sir, for your welcome and your support, because without you it would not be possible. So once again, thank you for your blessing and support. So big round of applause for Professor Manish Biyani, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us esteemed chief guest from Japan, Professor Takafumi Sakai. Professor Sakai is Director of Saitama University, Japan. Sir is working in the area of health science, medicine, endocrinology and metabolism. He has got one book published and more than 126 research paper in the area of endocrinology. So I would like to request sir to please come upon the stage and share some valuable words with us. Thank you.
Good morning. おはようございます。So, esteemed honorable guests, invited speakers from various institutions in India and Japan, all members of the Biyani team, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Takafumi Sakai. I am a professor of a graduate school of science and engineering at the Saitama University, and also a director of Saitama University Library. First and foremost, I cordially congratulate Biyani Group of College on the continuation of their India-Japan bilateral conference for 11 years. It is my great privilege to have been invited to this 11th India-Japan bilateral conference 2016. I feel very contented to learn that the Saitama University actively participated in its series since the beginning of this India-Japan bilateral event in 2006 until now. Many professors and students from Saitama University have already been visited to Biyani College and participated in the earlier series of this India-Japan bilateral event in Jaipur city. A sixth Saitama University student also attended the India-Japan Fest, Rajasthan Lodhi. I sincerely appreciate your kind acceptance of our students. It's a great experience for our students to have a variety of activities like industrial visit and heritage tours, and get to know about the cultural festivals. I'm also delighted to learn that the over 25 students and faculty from Biyani Group of College has already visited various laboratories for research training course in Saitama University. That has attracted many young students to study at the Saitama University. 5 girl students from Biyani Girls College pursue their doctoral course at the Saitama University. 2 of them are awarded a full financial support from the government of Japan, and the others are partially supported by private scholarships. These activities could step forward the closer and the brilliant relationship. I also venerate the Biyani Group of College for making tremendous effort in girl education and women empowerment in Rajasthan, a state of India where only 52% of women are literate as compared to 79% of women, 9% of men. One of the key features that attracted me is the rapid growth of this institution. Within the short span of 11 years since the establishment of this institution in 2005, EducateGuard has scaled up from 55 to for over 4,500. My interest amplified when I heard the Biyani Group is planning to establish a rural hospital with a medical school. I wish you fruitful success in this big project. Asian is emerging a potential and the world's fastest growing market, but it should be equally innovative in the field of science and technology, as well led by Asian researchers and countries. I believe that India and Japan could make a significant contribution to the development of advanced science and technology and cooperating with each other scientifically and politically in an efficient way. It is my great joy to see a bright future headed by Biyani team and the related organization characterized by this India-Japan bilateral conference and the people attending here, which will surely provide great merit to Japanese partners also. I hope the session of this symposium will be fruitfully completed and the delegates from both the countries can contribute to it. At the end of this my message, I'd like to thank all of the people running and supporting this conference. I wish Biyani Conference keeps contributing to a long-term collaboration between Japan and India at the various levels. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the valuable words you shared with us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to request to Professor Sato, Professor Takafumi Sakai, Professor Tasuo Kaneko, Professor Maiko Okajima, Dr. Shivraj Singh ji, Dr. Badigar ji, Dr. Rakesh Gupta ji, Dr. Rajiv Biyani sir, Professor Sanjay Biyani sir, and Professor Manish Biyani sir, and last but not the least our HOD Dr. Priyanka Dadupanti ma'am, to please come upon the stage for the inauguration to our conference souvenir. Please welcome to all our dignitaries. And also we would like to request to Professor Yoshimoto.
Something has done very unexpected to print this book actually. Can you imagine that this book went to press yesterday 4:30 in the noon. So can you imagine that we can do publishing the book not in weeks, not in days, but in hours. So I really appreciate the press people and our volunteers who are working very hard to get the things in time. So thank you very much. Dr. Ishimoto, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? So, you are not audible. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh yeah, I can see you.
So, can you speak loudly because we are not getting you?
Okay. Maybe I'll change my. But yeah. Okay. It's automatically one. Maybe. Can you hear me?
Yes, please continue.
Okay. So. Can I start my talk?
Yeah, so I invite you to please make your talk now.
Okay. Okay. So thanks for organizing this conference, and thanks for inviting me. So, oh, is it howling?
Just a second, just a second.
Yeah.
We are just trying to connect to the projector, so just wait a minute.
I'll try to switch.
So I will give you a just snap. You can see the audience here. Can you see the audience?
You can see.
Can you see the audience?
Yes.
Okay. So now we are ready. So please go ahead.
Yes. Thanks for taking some time. Today, I'd like to talk about one of my models. It's called, I believe, blue. For this it's really electricity. This book is based on already published.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Ishimoto. You need to share your screen.
Screen.
Can you share the screen?
I'm sharing.
So we are not able to see your screen actually.
Really?
So can you see your screen on the laptop?
Yes. This is sharing.
Yeah, actually we are not getting the screen.
What can you see?
Yeah, actually we are not getting your screen, so let's restart. Is it okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, please, now we can see you, but we cannot see your screen, laptop screen. I think you need to check whether you have shared or not. Yes, now it's there.
Okay, good.
So please go to the slideshow. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, sir. Great, so
Okay, now it's okay. Please go ahead.
and so the title is Lovely But Blue, and which is based on one of my papers published in 2014. Now it's to be developed. And today I'd like to talk several development things, same line. And then you can see two images of cell and tissue. They generally take similar shapes. And for this big geometrical picture, we have developed three different types of models. And then usually those sheets, they are similar looking. Namely, it's like a collection of polygonal shapes with cell growth and rearrangement, developmental stage. And for these shapes, for example, because we so based on such big cells deciding local dynamics in between spots, and then we can have so-called cellular post model. Some of you might know the model called post model, which is for the ferromagnetic material. So the interaction is changed from the ferromagnetic interaction to somehow cellular or intracellular dynamics. It's not fully investigated yet. This is nice, but it requires a lot of thought to even represent you health. So it's not kind of ideal for mechanics. Investigating for all sides. The other one is also advocate model. Talking about what is to question part. I mean, each part will represent one, and then assigning interaction you can see cell moving. This is quite fast, and we can see roughly taking the shape sheet. However, this is have a lot of information from subcellular size to the cell size and up to organ size. And then, usually speaking, we have many biomolecular techniques to detect any detail. So in such a case, this model is ideal. We cannot all the information we have in our hand. The last one is called touch, which is basically making the ability simple to function of matrices and energy, and it represent cell shape. And then this is which are not straight and rather bouncy. The top two views show target cell shape during IgG. Bottom two images show sensory health. Quite up down state. So my model is sensitive of such boundary cell shape to the particle. And then in the boundary end, there is a nice physical or formula to prescribe surface. It's called Young-Laplace. And this equation can be defined any dimension. But usually it's still G and in 2 dimensions. In such a case, the Young-Laplace reduces to simple form, as we can see on the slide. And then we need here special difference between localized. And then cell height is usually 10 microns. And then elastic materials usually stay only within 1 micron to 2 microns at the start. That's why the sheet can be filled by elastic material. And then in order to pursue that, we have to assign dynamic rotational motion. And then tiny x and calculate stands for the vertical position and some differential position. And E stands for the energy. And then its gradient gives the force. And the force moves position. And then position which is its function. E stands for the friction function. And at the same time, we have introduced curvature. Curvature can be a dynamic variable. However, the shape of the stellar interface seems to be equivalated soon compared to the time scale of the tissue dynamics. It usually takes about from few minutes to a day. So we can set it 0 and it goes to the young graph control as we expect. And it ends up with hundreds of simultaneous non-linear equations which generally cannot be solved. So we implement some additional techniques onto the, and in the end, cells can be arranged to implement the way of rearrangement cells. And this is so-called T1 proportional change transition. And then this is T2 transition. This is cell death, cell exclusion. Because in our model we have curvature. Optimal shape is not triangle, but a two-sided shape. We have to implement it. That's the basic. This is an example of the relaxation process, randomly arranged cell aggregate. It relaxes. And we can also add some cell cycles to simulate a cell growth. Like this. And if we change some parameters like having a harder zero boundaries, it changes a little bit different shape. Even during the mitosis, you can hardly see the rounded cell shape. So from that lesson, you can find what kind of parameters we should have, also for the pressures, which should be measurable by recent technology. And also, you can create tiny cell dispatching bigger cell and creating cubotic cell. This actually does exist in mouse olfactory cell sheet. And I'm currently working on this project for the mouse olfactory system. Then top right hand side, so the developmental stages of the olfactory epithelium. Once they come up from the epithelial sheet, they dip into the gap between bigger cells, forming some cluster, and then the lining will finally become evenly distributed. And if we change the parameters, sometimes we can't not get to the actual shape. That already shows it provides some information, chemical information. So I have created operation Pauli mechanism and then did some numeric, and it shows matrix objects and cell sorting work cell. And then the possible case should be 3D for data structure, which is the cluster cells coming into one point. And And also I have assigned bending and angular tension. Over here. So transportation. Thank you very much.
I think this is the nice combination of simulation and biological studies, that
Yes.
how we can program the
Yeah.
cell growth. So do we have some queries for this, Dr. Shimoto? Any queries from the audience? No?
Maybe, yeah, to go.
So maybe not this time, but I think your lecture was well, I think understand by the audience, because they also have the abstract of your paper, and in future if they maybe they will be connected through you by email or by some other way. But I really appreciate you attended our student last year.
No, I haven't done it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I really appreciate for that, and I hope in future our student can further visit your laboratory and to develop some research activity together.
Yeah.
So I again thank you very much, and I really appreciate for your time and to joining this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great opportunity for all of us to listen to the words of great speaker like Professor Ishimoto. We are feeling very grateful about him, because after a health issue, he has given his knowledge and he has taken his valuable time to us. So once again, big round of applause for Professor Ishimoto.
So with this, let's start our first session, that is on Mission Cancer, which will be chaired by Dr. Shivraj Singh sir. So I would like to invite Dr. Shivraj Singh sir, Professor Manish Biyani sir, and Dr. Rakesh Gupta to please come on the stage and take their seats. So give him a big hand, please.
Please welcome our eminent speaker with a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very lucky to have our guest of honor, Dr. Shivraj Singh ji, with us today. Sir is Managing Trustee and President of INCTR India, that is International Network for Cancer Treatment and Research. He is working for the early detection, treatment and control of breast, cervical and oral cancer with main target of rural women in India. His organization is dedicated for the awareness of women against cancer. He has an experience of 17 years as a director, GLIP International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA. He has been senior agriculture
only coming from Germany, but they have disappeared today. You made them disappear. TVs, again, gone. So you have a highest level of intelligence to how to provoke and get into the depth of what you want to do. So my request to you is, you are already helping Biyani group of college, which is, in my opinion, is one of the best. After 54 years of professional life working in many, many countries, I think this is the best place I have come. Maybe God has sent me here. That's what I feel. Very impressed by the three brothers' dedication and the motivation of the young girls. I have probably, most of them I have already met many times. They have heard me what we are doing, but I'll be very brief to talk something about it. See, this organization was set up in 90s, International Network for Cancer Research. It has official relationship with WHO. You all know WHO. It has official in it. And one of the jobs, one of the things why it was created was to focus on middle and low income countries and reduce cancer, cancer control, bring awareness and early detection and control. Because you all know if it's detected earlier, most of the cancers, you can save 60% to 80% lives. And mostly in developing countries, people go at late stage and they spend a lot of money. I've traveled in Rajasthan extensively, and this is true. I've been to Tulsi Bikaner Cancer Hospital and many others. Every patient I've seen is coming at late stage. From rural areas, people sell their land to save their father or grandfather, and they are bankrupt because expensive treatment. So we are focusing on awareness and early detection. Awareness is good on TVs and telephones and all that, but in my opinion, I dare say that there is a question mark. Unless we go in the rural areas and promote this, and I am very happy to see that when I visited Kalwar, the village, these young girls who are the BSc final year students, they are going and doing the awareness program, walking in hot sun around the village. Let's give applause for them. That is something I never thought of. You always talk of, promoting group meetings and bringing a car and have group camps and all that. But this is penetrating in, visiting every house, and then on the weekends or so, going around the villages with placards and telling them awareness. That's something great. Now, early detection, it is at early stage. We are looking for devices which can be used in the rural areas without anything. Of course, tobacco related are probably much easier because you can see white marks. Breast cancer, you still have to feel, but I have come across many devices coming from USA where you can see without doing anything. But they are expensive. If we can bring from Japan some of the devices, and my friend Dr. Manish, I'm telling him, get something, we can test it for you, even it's an early stage, because it's not connected with any blood or body. So we can provide that service through Biyani College, this service, because these girls are very talented and dedicated. And cervical cancer is most difficult. We have a group in our rural areas, we call them Anganwadis. Ashas we call them. They are doing metal, but for them also it's very difficult to look at the vagina, cervix, and say if the drops they can see yellow or white drops. It's very, very difficult, very big question mark. So something, what you are initiating, Dr. Mani, at your colleges, that's something we can test, even at early stage. That's something will be very useful, putting strips in that. So with that small thing, I don't want to take a lot of time. And somebody will ask me, why Rajasthan? Actually, I'm not from Rajasthan. But I'm married here, settled. My children are all living abroad. They, once it happened, young age, they are born there, it's difficult to get them. But when I came to India, when this position was created 2 years back, the mindset, our office in Brussels, was Tata Memorial Bombay or Delhi where the ministry is there, those two locations. I said, give me time. When I offered, I went around. This state is one of the largest states with huge rural and tribal areas. The needs are much more. And I felt the women in Rajasthan, quote unquote, they have to be empowered more. We have many old traditions we follow here. It is less in the south and more here, and maybe other states also. So our aim is to empowering women fight against cancer. Thank you very much. Last word, we have excellent group of advisory board members. both from India, Rajasthan and India. One of the board members is here. The others couldn't come because there's a meeting organized by the Chief Minister at this time, and the Minister is also there. He is Dr. Malhotra. He is a famous oncologist. He works for this. But apart from that, we have all voluntary thing. I have given the brochure. If you turn on the last page, you will see key top-notch cancer scientists from Australia, from US, from UK, from Brussels, from Europe, France, but we don't have yet from Japan. We must have one from you on our board, right? You all agree? We must have on our board. So please plan something, and I'll be honored to include as an advisory board member from one of the cancer scientists with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing your great contribution in your medical field, which is very, very, very much commendable. So once again, please have a huge round of applause for Dr. Shivraj Singh ji. Ladies and gentlemen, recently we are joined by our research head of Biyani Research Group and our eminent speaker, Dr. Madhu Biyani ma'am. So now it's time to give floral welcome to her. So for this, I would like to request to our registrar, Dr. Neha Pandey ma'am, to present a floral welcome to Dr. Madhu Biyani ma'am. Please welcome Dr. Madhu Biyani ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Now I would like to invite our next guest of honor, Dr. Rakesh Gupta sir, to please come on the stage and enlighten us with your valuable words. So please give a big round of applause for Dr. Rakesh Gupta sir.
Will somebody come here? Okay, thank you. No, this is yesterday. Let me see. This has been put upside down. Is it kept like this? I don't see it. Yeah, the battery is finished. Thank you, Dr. Max. We can finish in 10 minutes? Sure. Thank you. You want me to finish in 10 minutes? Then I'll just talk about the tobacco, or you want me to talk about cancer also? Okay. Thank you very much, the Biyani group of colleges. I am delighted to be here, and cancer of mouth, the cancer of cervix, and the breast cancer. 1/3 cancer patients can be cured, and that's a good news in a way, because this requires primarily a combination. It's okay. They can, if they can read it from there, that's fine. This is the one. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. An optimal rehabilitation can provide a productive life is the next positive aspect in the management. and all can be palliated regardless of the stage of the disease to provide a better quality of life, even if longevity cannot be achieved. Let me talk in the later half on the fatal tobacco. Tobacco use throughout the life leads to the loss of 6 to 8 years of life. That is one message that you should always remember and tell the tobacco users, because half the tobacco users, lifetime users, die of tobacco related illnesses including cancer. Globally, 6.25 million people die due to tobacco related illnesses. Out of these, second-hand smoke or the other smoke causes 10% of these deaths, which is about 6 lakhs. Smokeless deaths cause 2,50,000 deaths, out of which 74% occur in India. In India, we have a very large population after China who are tobacco users, and we have a problem of the smokeless tobacco. It causes every year about 1.35 million deaths, and why it is so is because people are unable to quit tobacco, as over 60% are addicted to tobacco. The cost of tobacco estimated for 1 year in India in 2011 by the Ministry of Health was 2 lakh crore rupees for tangible and non-tangible costs which the patients and the families of the tobacco users incurred. About 1.5 crore, which is about 150 million people, 15 million people are below poverty line due to tobacco use in India. Solely due to tobacco use, 15 million families in India are below poverty line. Related cancers are lung cancer, upper aerodigestive, primarily oral cavity cancer, the pharyngeal and esophageal cancer, the cancer of pancreas and uterine cervical cancer in women. So tobacco causes 3 out of top 5 cancers in men and 2 out of top 5 female cancers. How tobacco causes cancers is something which I am sure you must be knowing or will be deliberated upon. It's primarily because of nitrosamines, aromatic hydrocarbons, benzene, radioactive substance like polonium, which cause damage to DNA or alter the protective gene P53. There are heavy metals in tobacco which also halt the recovery of the damaged cells. Globally, the tobacco control has been initiated long back, as almost since 1998. The recent strategy is called Empower, given by the World Health Organization. In India, we have several acts, primarily Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Act of 2003, which has 4 rules which have been notified, and one of the outcomes, positive outcomes, is that we now don't see smoking in public places so much, and also in the hotels and restaurants as well as in public transport the incidence has reduced of, or prevalence has reduced of smoking. There's a national tobacco control program since 2008-9, and now this program is covering all the districts of India, so also it is there in Rajasthan. The Tobacco Atlas, which was released in 2015, it said that the world has 3 options. We can choose to stand aside and do nothing, as we are in that state mostly presently in our country. We can take the weak and ineffective measures as are being done through our COTPA Act or the Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Act, because the enforcement is poor. Or we can implement robust and enduring measures to protect the health and wealth of nations if we can work little differently. What can we do differently? And this is what I have done in last 15 years, honestly. I created India's first smoke-free district city, that was Junjunu. I made the, thank you. I made the State Police Academy and all our police training centers statewide tobacco-free. So our police personnel, when they are in these training centers, they live in tobacco-free environment, and there's much appreciation that they could live in tobacco-free environment. which I am sure is also helping them to lead the tobacco-free life. The third innovation has been tobacco treatment protocol, that is providing the tobacco dependence treatment through the hospital system. It's a systems approach that every patient at every clinical counter gets the treatment, an offer of treatment, and gets the treatment through a doctor or nurse when he or she is in the hospital. We have been able to achieve a quit rate of 13 times higher than the prevailing quit rate in Rajasthan through this application. The fourth thing that I have done is to provide the telephonic tobacco treatment quit line, something which I learned with my alma mater, American Cancer Society, and we have received a 9 times higher quit rate through this quit line, which has been run informally through our state medical helpline. I have been also instrumental in doing the advocacy with the state government, its finance department, in raising the taxes on tobacco so that the state has the highest tobacco taxation in the country at the rate of 65% of the retail tobacco price. One can also do, as I have done, to work through the print, electronic and the radio medias to tell about the tobacco harmful effects as well as the benefits of quitting. I think how organizations can contribute to the tobacco control efforts is that these organizations can become tobacco free by adopting workplace specific policy, which is the goal of INCTR India, that we have developed about 10 tobacco free institutes in Jaipur itself in this year. Second is to advocate for effective tobacco control. To whomsoever you meet, you can influence, you should talk about tobacco control as one of the issues. And also create communities, awareness in the communities and institutions, not only for tobacco related harms, but also for benefits of quitting. If somebody quits at the age of 30 years, he or she will get benefited totally by saving on the 6 to 8 years of life which he would otherwise lose if he'll keep the lifetime use of tobacco. I am very much excited to hear about the portable health care center that you have developed. I would say that it should be called PSC to PSC, from primary health care center to portable health care. That's the way to go for the rural health care and for the control of cancer and other non-communicable diseases. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thanks.
So thank you very much, Dr. Rakesh. I think this is really wonderful to hear the achievements that he had to making a smoke-free city. Jhunjhunu, I think something a very great achievement. And we do believe that in near future we are going to have a smoke-free and tobacco-free campus in our Biyanis. So we highly appreciate if your institute can recognize us as a smoke or tobacco-free organization or institute. Thank you very much.
Now I would like to invite Professor Tatsuo Kaneko, co-chair of BICON 2016 for vote of thanks. Professor Kaneko is working as Dean of Energy and Environment Area in Graduate School of Advanced Science and Technology in Zeiss, Japan. Sir has also received the Young Scientist Prize. I would like to invite Sir for vote of thanks.
Good morning, everybody. नमस्कार. मेरा नाम तात्सुओ कानेको है. Me Japan, how to say research and students and other colleagues, to all of the Biyani family members, including all of the students of the Biyani girls colleges. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And dhanyawad and arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you so much, sir, for showing your gratitude to us. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are blessed to have our guest of honor with us today. So now it's time to give honor to them. So first of all, I would like to request Professor Takafumi Sakai to please come upon the stage for accepting the memento. Please welcome Professor Takafumi Sakai. I would like to request Professor Manish Biyani sir to present the memento to Professor Takafumi Sakai. Please welcome our guest of honor, Professor Takafumi Sakai. Give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Professor Manish Biyani, sir, to present a memento to Dr. Shivraj Singh, sir. So please give a big round of applause for Dr. Shivraj Singh, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Again, we would like to request to Manish Biyani, sir, to present the memento to our guest of honor, Dr. Rakesh Gupta, sir. Please give him a huge round of applause for Dr. Rakesh Gupta, sir.
Thank you, sir. So it's often said that moments pass but memories linger on. So let's create some memories of this wonderful event by a group photo. So I would like to invite all our dignitaries, speakers, our registrar of PGC group, Dr. Neha Pandey ma'am, our HOD and convener, Dr. Priyanka Dadupanti ma'am, and co-convener, Dr. Umesh Karu sir, for group photo. So please all our dignitaries and speakers, you are invited to have a group photo.
Organizers